Hi guys, Miss Abate here. Okay, so we're going to be working on our part 2 of our prefixes today. All right, so first let's go ahead and review a little bit. So what is a prefix? So a prefix is a letter or a group of letters added to the beginning of a word to change its meaning. Okay, so last time we were focused on these two. Re, which means again, un, which means not. Okay, we're going to add one more today for some practice. We're going to add dis. Dis also means not. Okay, so it can mean the opposite. Un and dis both can mean the opposite or not. Okay, so opposite, of course, is the opposite of something. Okay, so it isn't the same thing. Okay, now again, let's focus on these right here. Re, which means again, un means not or opposite, and dis means not or opposite of. Okay, all right, so we're going to do some quick practice. So we're first going to go ahead and look at some examples, and then you guys are going to do some practice on your own. So you're going to need something to write with and something to write on. Okay, first let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started. Uh-oh, I don't know where everything went. Give me a second. All right, so modeling prefixes. Now we're going to go ahead and use this text as an example. It's called A Visit to the Desert. Okay, and like I said, we are just going to go ahead and just use it just to look at these prefixes. Okay, all right. A prefix is a word part such as un or dis that is added to the beginning of a word. To figure out the meaning of a word that has a suffix, separate the prefix from the root word. So like I said, we're just focusing on the prefix and the root word. Now in this example, we're just looking at un and dis. Okay, so those two mean not or the opposite. Okay, all right. Find the prefix in unhappy. Separate the prefix from the root word. Then use the prefix to figure out the meaning. Use the think aloud to help you. So first, you guys are just going to listen and watch me, okay? Your piece of paper and pencil or whatever you're writing with, whatever you're writing on is off to the side. You are just going to listen first. So first thing we need to do is we need to read this passage. Okay. Tim was looking forward to this vacation. Then his parents told him the family would be visiting Grandma in Nevada. Tim was unhappy. He wanted to be with his friends this summer. Grandma is eager to see you, Mom said. She can't wait to take you on a desert hike. So our word that we're looking at is unhappy. Okay, I'm going to use a think aloud to help me process and figure out the meaning of this word and how to separate it. So I'm not sure what the word unhappy means. I know that happy means to feel good about something. I also know the prefix un means not. I think the word means not happy. So we have the word unhappy. Happy is our root word. Un is our prefix. So we know that un means not. So unhappy means Tim is not happy. Well, I don't like hearing the word unhappy. So let's move on to another prefix. All right, find each highlighted word in A Visit to the Desert. Use the pencil tool to separate the prefix from the root word. Then use the type tool to write the meaning of the highlighted word. All right, boys and girls, so you're going to pick up your pencil and paper right now, and you're going to do this one with me. We're going to do this one together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read this passage, and then we're going to talk about the root word and prefix, okay? Grandma smiled at Tim's excitement. Actually, she said, that is a desert tortoise. It looks for the shade made by the shadows of rocks. That's how it cools off. He burrows underground to get away from the heat. The tortoise disappeared into its burrow. Tim leaned over the hole. He could not hear a sound. So I know that you guys have heard the word disappeared before, but we are going to look at the word with its prefix and the root word to figure out what it means. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write the word disappeared just like I did on your paper. Now we're going to break up the prefix from its root word. So what is the prefix here? Remember I told you we were going to focus on this one earlier? It's dis. So I'm going to put the prefix, which is dis, okay? I'm then going to put a line to separate dis and the root word, which is appeared, okay? So if something appears, actually, time out. What does dis mean? Do you remember? Right, it means not or the opposite, right? So dis means not. Now appeared, if something appears or has appeared, then that means it can be seen, right? If something appears like all of a sudden, that means we can now see it. So if dis means not, and appeared means to be seen or to see, saw, anything like that, what does disappeared mean? Right, it means not seen. So I want you to write what I just did down. I first want you to write disappeared. I want you to separate the prefix, which is dis, from the root word, which is appeared. Dis means not, that prefix dis. Appeared means to be seen. So then finally, what does disappeared mean? It means not seen. Very good. All right, I'm going to move on. So if you need to get that copy down, please make sure you pause the video and get that done, okay? All right, this one you guys are going to do on your own. It says, find each highlighted word in a visit to the desert. Use a pencil tool to separate the prefix from the root word. Then use a type tool to write the meaning of the highlighted word. So let's read. These animals are so unlike the animals at home, Tim said. He had forgotten about the desert heat. Okay, so I'm just going to start it off for you. Your word is unlike. Whoops, didn't even spell it correctly. So I want you to break apart the prefix from the root word. Pause the video and do that now. So what was the prefix? Un. Very good. And what was the root word? Like. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so now I want you to write down, what does the prefix un mean? Remember what we just talked about? What does the prefix un mean? So I'll give you a hint. Does it mean not, or does it mean to do again? Write what un means. So what did you say that un meant? It means not. And I'm not going to ask you to put the definition for like, because that's kind of just a word that we use all the time. You like something, you know what that means, okay? So now I'm going to ask you, what does the word unlike mean with that prefix? Exactly, not like. So these animals are not like the animals at home. You guys did an excellent job. Make sure you have that written down. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of practice. You guys still need to make sure that you have your pencil and paper in front of you, because I'm going to give you words and you're going to have to tell me what that word means, okay? Using re, the prefix re, using the prefix un, and the prefix dis. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my words that I want to use. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. On your paper, you're going to number it 1 through 5. Just like this, okay? Now, you're going to watch me. I'm going to say a word with a prefix. and then you're going to have to also write that word down and then write what it means with the prefix. So if I give you, I'm going to use the one that we just did, unlike. I'm not going to give you a new one. Unlike. So you're going to write the word down. Un means not, like. So then you're going to put equals. Unlike means not, like. Easy enough, right? We'll see. Okay, so that was just an example. All right. So I'll do the first one with you. Ready? Your word is remove. Remove. Can you please remove the sticker from your desk? Remove. So then you're going to put equal sign. What does remove mean with the re? What does re mean? Again, right? So can you move it again? Maybe move it again to somewhere else. So move again. Very good. All right, the next word is disobey. Disobey. The boy disobeyed his teacher. What does disobey mean? Use your prefix with your root word to tell me what disobey means. Write it down. What did you say it meant? Not obey. So it means he didn't listen, right? Not obey. Next one is, let's see, unreal. Oops, unreal. What does unreal mean? The animal we saw was unreal. I couldn't believe it. What does unreal mean? Write it down right here, right beside it. What'd you say? Un means what? Not. So unreal means it's not real. Very good. Two more. Ready? Let's do disagree. Disagree. My mom and my sister disagree about what to cook for dinner. Write down what disagree means. What'd you say it meant? Not agree. Very good, because we know dis means not. Last one. Ready? Let's do the word, excuse me, rename. Rename. They are going to rename our school. They're not going to, just sentence. What does rename mean? Using the prefix, remember, think about name again. They're going to name the school again, meaning it was already named. They're going to name it something else. They're going to name it again. All right, guys, you did an excellent job today with your prefixes. I know you killed it. So looking forward to you guys doing more practice and getting even better with it. I'll see you next time.